my concept of being a communicaster screams out for views that are different than my own, because I don't have a real grasp of truth sometimes. And it's this interchange of ideas where people can formulate their ideas and the concepts that they deem as important. I have listened to your video response several times. Let me respond to it first by telling a quick story. There's an old man, and the old man is hiking in the woods, even though Sasquatch may lurk there. Lots of dangers. But since the old man is old, he grows very tired. And he comes to this chasm, deep and wide. And he climbs all the way down. And he climbs all the way up. And he can hardly move. He's so tired. He thinks maybe he should just give up. And the old man then starts to build a bridge. That idea comes to his mind. I will build a bridge. And he spends days building the bridge, and he's so tired he just collapses on the other side. The first person to come across his bridge, they said, "Old man, why did you build this bridge? You aren't going to live very long. You'll never come this way again." The old man looked at him very serious. And he said, "After me comes a young man, and he will have to cross the chasm deep and wide. Sir, I am building the bridge for him." This response is about the Utah State Patrol. Officer John Gardner. He doesn't matter. He represents the state of Utah and the State Patrol. I watched that video a number of times. It is not even 2.5 seconds before he pulls out that taser. The officer is mute to anything that the young man says. We live today in two different worlds. I see this young Jared driving with his wife who's pregnant and his child in their nice car. He must be a nice boy because he had to be educated to have such a fine car. And they're probably thinking family things. The wind is in their hair. They're enjoying the day. They're enjoying the ride. And they're lurking in behind a post, hiding. Is this state trooper who lives in an entirely different world? That's the issue here. There's two different worlds. Now, I don't know about young Jared. Perhaps he was taught in school during his education that the police officer was his friend. Perhaps he believed that the words etched by our founding fathers in the Constitution of the United States of America, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, had some meaning. He may have even thought that he was innocent until he was proven guilty. But when these two worlds collide, the man of violence, who trusts no one, and the young man who trusts. The young man tried to explain, Jay, he tried to explain about the speed sign. He only wanted to know. He only asked questions. The officer with his taser pulled. And I heard several people say he had reached for his pocket. I'm a radio broadcaster, a teacher. I could see that there was no gun in his pocket. Is this officer that dumb that he could not see that there was no gun in his pocket? You see, guns, let me be the teacher a moment. Guns have mass. They create bulges in the pocket. Look at the boy's pocket. I can see there's no bulge there. The young man did not have a gun. The young man had no reason to be tasered. You see, in the two worlds, the young man thought that he had a right to defend himself with words. And he meets this bully. You know, I could go on, and I really can't. It's just a response to a video. But the day has come when we have to stop this police brutality. The police aren't going to stop it. They're like wolves. And when you're being attacked by wolves, you certainly don't go to a wolf for your defense. Here we have the wolf and the lamb. And the wolf will always win. Think about this, Jay. The only way that evil can prevail is for good men to do nothing. We adults, we have to speak out for these young people. We have to stop sitting here saying nothing. In the city of Portland, they used to do the video there, Cops, TV show. I'm sure you've seen it. You know, they had to stop filming in Portland because the Portland police felt it didn't look good. Every time there would be an episode from the city of Portland, there would be a shooting where an unarmed person was shot and killed by the Portland police officer. They are a disgrace. Many people feel this way, but they said nothing. It's time that we speak out. And one final thing. If it comes to somebody dying, I would rather it be a police officer than an innocent, unarmed citizen. That police officer knows exactly what he's getting into when he takes on that responsibility and he puts that gun on the side of his uniform. He knows that he is risking his life. Of course, it's not near as dangerous as being a clerk at 7-Eleven. They don't get paid near as much. But they get retirement. They get good benefits. They make 3 to 4 times the average wage of the average citizen. They get the money. They get the retirement. And they better well realize that they are taking that chance. And if they are pansies and they're sissies, then don't be a police officer, because we don't need pansies, paranoid individuals in the police department. We've got to get rid of those type officers. John Gardner should be fired immediately. But I'm not going to, as a professional, say exactly what I think here. I'll reserve that. Anyway, those are my opinions, if you will excuse me.